Good morning. Good morning. Today is July 11th, 2025. My name is Caesar Garcia, and I'm just gonna speak briefly about all these things that are happening and throughout the United States, immigration, the raids, and so on. So, from my point of view, yes, ICE agents, they don't need to officially hold a warrant to be able to arrest uh, immigrants, illegal aliens, immigrants. However, however, as of today, for the last basically all these 6 months that have been happening, okay, those agents are following a stereotype of who to target. Okay, they're going and they're using, uh, unfortunately, a skin color, okay, to target those individuals, or not even skin color, but also occupations. Occupations, okay. So I'm speaking on behalf of uh, those targeted groups. The best way to defend yourselves from those agents, from those individuals, is to get educated. We have to get educated. You guys need to get educated. And the word educated means, oh, I'm using it in the following context: get valuable information to defend yourself and your family and your loved ones. Okay? Unfortunately, yes, ICE agents, they do not need a warrant from a court to be able to detain, because they're using the probable cause, of you being, of those individuals being uh, their target. And if that's the case, okay, everyone, regardless of skin color, is subject to be detained. However, like I said earlier, they're using they're targeting specific groups of our community, okay, and they're detaining those individuals. Of course, if they detain a U.S. citizen, the U.S. citizen, or even that permanent resident might sue the country in a civil lawsuit, okay, and of course get potential benefits out of the lawsuit. Okay, however, that doesn't prevent the individual, the citizen, the permanent resident, being detained. Okay, and you add psychological damages, stress, and all those kinds of aspects or points that you could use to create a lawsuit against the federal government. So, um, what we need to do as a society is we need to educate those group of people, okay, and those individuals, those immigrants, okay, they're not on their own. There are plenty of resources to be able to provide, okay, as human beings, regardless of legal status, is as human beings, okay, we need to support them. Let's not forget, whether you like it or not, we all are creation of one God, the Creator, the Almighty. And borders were created by man, not by the Creator. Okay? So, immigration has occurred throughout civilization. And under this presidency, unfortunately, we're seeing those cases spike up. In addition, in addition, we need, as community, come together. We might have a friend, a neighbor, a student, a client who might be afraid of the current situation that is currently happening. We must defend our community, okay, and our country, our democracy, our democracy. And by what I mean by defending our democracy is we need to know who is behind those masks. They need to have some kind of identification. There might probably be some kind of some kind of group that might be willing to kidnap those individuals. That's part of our democracy. If we don't put a limit as civilians, as the people of this country, that will be repeated in the future, 100 years from today, when we're all gone. Okay, your kids of the kids of your kids, they might go through the same thing. And where is the progress that we've done as a society? So we need to put the limit. We need to pass some kind of legislation, okay, prohibiting those agents to be able to kidnap, grab, okay, people from some groups of some ethnicity or some occupation just by using their judgment. No. Okay? We need, as a society, we need to know who is behind those masks. Who's providing, who is doing that service? Is it a good service under the legitimate law? Or is it just someone that was hired, some agent that was hired off the street to provide that service? Is it a criminal coming out of the prison that was hired by the government to detain individuals from a specific or targeted group? Okay, so these are just comments. Please take notes, think about these point of views, and you might have your own thoughts. However, these are basic points that you and those people outside, including myself, we need to put a limit, because we are a society and we need to defend our society. We don't want this to repeat itself 100 years from today, and having 100 years from today the same kind of people, the same agents coming with masks and grabbing without those individuals without those guys in the future knowing who is grabbing them, for what purpose, for what reason. Okay. Well, so this is it for today. Please share the video if you share some of the ideology in this video. Okay, and I'll see you soon in another video. Again, my name is Cesar Garcia. Okay, and today is July 11th, 2025. Thank you very much.